I keep checking the little widget section to figure out when they're going to add more funny widgets. Okay. Yeah, I think we're live. So people will start popping in as it actually goes live eventually, in theory. Presumably, possibly. Ooh. Bonjour, Michelle. Okay. So presumably you can see us in English. Hello. I assume you can see us, hear us. Well, other than Bib. You can't see Bib, but...
Nope. My camera refuses to behave in any fashion that is in any way predictable. Do not know what the problem is and why it only seems to be a problem like every 3 or 4 weeks.
I don't know. Thanks, Michelle. I can say nothing else in French. Well, that's a lie. I can say one other thing in French, but it's just those song lyrics. That's it. I can't speak French, so don't get overly excited. Hello, George. Hello, Nima.
Bonjour.
Madam Nees. We have so many people. Okay, cool. Okay, so this all evident of migraine mode again. If you're in the States in like, I feel like central US, eastern US, or probably even like southeastern, you probably know because everyone with migraines is having problems right now. My eyes are fine. My brain is just not fine. Very sensitive to lights right now, but we're vibing. If I could just do this blindfolded, that would be really ideal for me, but unfortunately that is not what we're doing.
You different vibe.
Yeah, I mean,
conlanging while blindfolded.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be pretty ideal for me. But that's okay. I need like darker sunglasses, to be honest. Like these aren't dark enough. I need like, I was Googling if like I could get just something that's like a veil that I could wear that would just like all like, because like light can still get in, and it's like I just need like a black veil and just walk around in that. It'd be great. I can sight or what is it? Not touch type. What's the thing called where you can type without looking?
Touch type.
Touch type. I can touch type, so I don't think I need Braille. But yes, okay. So yes, it would be a look, honestly. But instead, we just have a blanket over my window, and that's how I'm surviving right now.
From the camera that I'm seeing, the light looks very distinctly green.
It is green.
Ah.
It is a green fuzzy blanket.
Oh, this has been updated.
What has?
Sorry, I was looking at the sound changes table, and did we never fix the Uppbeer situation?
No, that is one of the things that I had put down as something that needed to be addressed, and then we never did. But I mean, I can't really see it going very many ways.
It's also not what would you call it? On screen. Yeah. There is a sort of the greenness of the visual. Very much gives like night vision goggles.
Yeah.
I know no one except me is going to get this reference, but especially with that lighting, that desk that you have in the background looks very much like the one in Machine for Pigs.
Machine for Pigs.
It's the second Amnesia game.
Oh, yeah, I would not have played that. A quick Google search did not return a perfect photo. Oh well.
All you need to know is pigs. and you can fill in the blanks from there.
That's fair. That's fair. Oh, someone gets the reference.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Thank you, Arnite Petrichor, for validating me.
Oh my gosh.
Because
yeah. Do we want to fix that one thing y'all just mentioned, or do we want to go on to the things that I have prepared, or do that afterwards? Because if we have,
I'm really excited about the things you prepared.
You shouldn't be excited. It's not exciting.
It's probably more exciting than fixing whatever that word is. Uppbeer.
Also, uppbeer. I think the real question is, let me double check whether you can recreate it so that you get voiced coda followed by voiceless stuff. Because I feel like, for whatever reason, I think because it's in a coda. Oh no! If you have it only happens when you have a voiced initial, which is immediately preceded by a voiceless stop. If the coda is voiced, it assimilates. So if it was uppukri, it's uppir.
Yeah.
Which does beg the question, why doesn't it assimilate the other way? But I think it's because we don't have the reverse assimilation at the moment. We only have devoicing.
Okay.
Which I think is fine. But anyway.
I really do want to change it to a geminate B, but that might just be me.
I have no issue with that. Also, thank you. Yes, I figured out the proper dark mode for this to make my eyes happier. It's a plugin. It's the dark mode Google Docs plugin, which is working well for me. Yeah, the whole geminate thing, that would be fine with me.
I think it would literally just involve going to the assimilation. Oh, yeah, I think it's just that the rule is written based on this, it should all work. It's just that right now I think it's because of how the voicing, how phonation in general is encoded. But it shouldn't be too hard to change.
Okay. Oh, I should probably scroll back up. I was trying to reacquaint myself with the doc, but we're for people just popping in, we're trying to fix this. Beep beer. By fixing something with geminates. Yep.
The whole spread glottis shenanigans.
Spread glottis. Ah, yes.
Did we just call it spread?
Let me pull
I thought it was just spread glottis.
No, in the file we just call it spread.
Yeah, and Lexergy.
So it has to be minus. Is it minus? No, actually. Okay. Let's reveal what's what's going on, and then I can like fix it.
Like the thing I have?
Yes, because I think that listening to me try and fix a Lixigy file about voicing probably not that fun.
Okay, very well, very well. Okay, so I have a plan, sort of, but I would like everyone to temper their expectations in that I know like 0.003% of anything, so it's not like we're not getting super fancy over here. But Karis, the person that Jake thought I didn't know.
Temporarily.
Who?
Exactly. Who? Karis was chatting with me the other day and was like, oh, first thought it was funny that Jake thought that we didn't know each other. And also was like, if you're going to talk about directionals and associative motion, I have a whole resource thing put together because they were just helping Edgar out with that. They're like, I send to you. And I'm like, okay. So I've been going through that. And my first note on that is that Karis has greatly overestimated my linguistic capabilities, but I did my best reading through some of it and trying to figure out what's going on and what some options are. Because I feel like it would be fun in this language because we're doing the lots of like verby names for things to have some interesting stuff with there. So I pulled together some notes, some very brief notes that I half understand to kind of get us started. And I think what we're going to have to do is, after we look at that, go through and like just like write out like not even glossed, but like some ideas of what some names of places would be so that we can figure out what we could use in an interesting way. Because a lot of it's really interesting, but I don't want to implement a whole complicated system like where parts of it we wouldn't even use at all. So that's kind of the thought. See, not that exciting, Jake, right?
It is exciting.
That's fairly exciting.
Okay. Well,
I don't think you understand quite how exciting associated motion is for the conlang is.
Very well.
Like, this is the good stuff.
Okay. All right. I would like. Oh, wait. Hold on. You know what? Hold on.
I'll point out it's also preferable to, because I went to check the old Conlangery episode for the list of the cross-linguistic typology of associated motion, and hilariously, the top of the page says that it's a handout, and yet it's a handout that's 92 pages long. So I just enjoy the idea of just a linguistics professor. Oh, I just got some brief notes for you, just a small handout before class, and just handing you a stack of 92 pages to sift through.
There is now a poll on the screen that you all can vote in. And we can determine how this is going.
I feel like your scale doesn't have very evenly placed markers.
I mean, I feel like no is like not excited. Meh is like indifferent. Such wow is like pretty excited. And best thing this month is very excited. I feel like that's a good spread.
But we're already 20 days into the month. If this was the 1st of May, I could very easily give it a 4.
Well,
yeah.
That just shows,
It doesn't say best thing this month so far. It just says best thing this month in general.
That's true.
That wasn't my issue, but that's my second issue now.
Very well. All right, well, we're tied.
The unpredictability of the better things that could be coming.
Yeah.
Am I more excited about this than anything else that's happened this month? Probably not.
Oh, George, this is a new StreamYard feature. It's a new widget. They have a poll widget and a QR code widget, which like I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do with that. But yeah, it's now a StreamYard feature. I don't know if it's a pro only feature, but I can use it and it's cool. And I can move it around, but if I make it overlap with the chat thing, then chat goes away and I have to turn it back on. But like, look, it can be up there or down there or over there. And it's just Jake. Okay, I'm going to stop the poll now. Hide the poll. Okay.
As usual with these polls, it has an entirely unhelpful outcome.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. It's fine. Okay, so we had kind of talked about this before, right? Yes,
I
George.
thought something was coming and then it didn't.
What do you think was coming?
Notes?
Notes? I mean, I have notes.
Okay.
They're mostly on my Remarkable tablet. See, I will.
It's fine. I'll wait for them to come in timely fashion.
Look at my epic note taking. Such wow! You can't.
I can't see that much of it, to be honest.
That's okay.
But it's probably not worth changing the layout.
You just need the vibes of it.
I trust you, Maddie.
Okay, so I have some notes. So obviously there's a few different parts of this. There's the path ones, right? Which I feel like we could totally have, which we have some of those that we were talking about doing already, which I guess all of these are sort of path ones. Yeah, those are all path ones.
Maybe helpful to know that, like, I don't know about Bib, but I'm very much not familiar with the general terminology that groups these together. And so you get to explain it as the expert.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
wow.
I'm not super familiar with the... I get the impression that the terminology used varies a lot between language families. So, I think you might need to do a bit of hand-holding.
I think you are both grossly underestimating my understanding of this, but I'll try, and you can both be like, that makes no sense, and then everyone in the chat can facepalm and then correct me, and it'll be great. So directionals are the direction of the way a verb is happening. Yeah.
I'm with you so far.
Yeah. The notes I have on some of the common ones or common distinctions is like towards, away, things like down and up. And then also a lot of them have this distinction between straight paths. So like they do this towards that direction, or they go do that, or they come do this, versus returning, which is like go and do this and return, or come and do this and go back, or like there's like you're alternating locations, kind of, is my very rough, bad understanding of that. And yes, as David points out, towardative, awayative, downative, and uptative. So that's like one of the sections. And then there's a few other things that get fun. There's like temporal relations that a lot of these have like baked into them. So like prior, concurrent, and subsequent. Yeah. Because a lot of these seem like you can use them to like link different clauses and have like this and this, or this and then this, or this before this. And that's part of the motion, like I guess the temporal relationship, like how they are in motion to each other through time is one option. Yeah. And then one of the other ones I saw that I liked was having like a causative, where you can kind of mark similar to like a clausal relation, but like which one is the causer, which one's the causee. Yeah. And then some of them have distinctions between like which part of speech the motion is happening in relation to like the subject versus the like object, but in ergative version for us. Yeah. Yeah. And there's some of them that have like aspect stuff baked into it a little bit. And things like that. All of those shenanigans. And there's some fun ones. Let me try to find. I took screenshots of all the pages I took notes on, but there's a few that I really like the idea of. Let's see if I can even read my notes. I can't read that at all, but it's from Australia. But one of the Australia ones has ones that are like, do this and then return, or do this and then leave, or do this as you're passing by and stuff. But like that doesn't really make sense for what we're using them for.
If you spell the name or type the name, I will do my best to say it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Pantwe Aranda.
Very lovely. 10 out of 10.
Actually, I don't know if it's Twe. It may be Mbandwe. Australian languages have, other than Yolngu for some reason, are generally quite consistent.
Yeah. So the goal here is we want these to make sense for naming places. And also none of the ones here that I saw had anything that was like super duper strange, because I think a lot of these, and I didn't go through the ones that were like 200 pages because I haven't done that. But I wanted to make sense, right, for naming places. So my thought is like, we can kind of go through some examples of things that we might commonly want to call things, or like some example structures, and then figure out like what we might need to do that. And if there's like a use case for pulling certain things in, but like having something like rain go down. The order, I don't know what our order is or anything like that, but that would be like, right, like water. It'd be like falling water or something, right? Or like, I don't know, rain, water go down. And then I don't know where we'd want to put it, but like we could have like causer, and then like flowers go up. I don't know, which could be like falling water makes flowers grow, something like that, right? Like that could be a weird name for a place, but like we could have something like that where we have interesting names for places that we can pull from this.
It doesn't seem that weird to me. You maybe would end up I don't know, it's not grammaticalizing. Like if you have like, if flowers go up is your standard word for meadow, say, and you have various meadows that people are like living in. The people on Pillar World aren't very nomadic, are they?
Not here, no. It's kind of hard for them to be nomadic when it's hard for them to switch between pillars. Like there will be some places where I have ideas where we could have something more nomadic, but like it would be a little tricky for them to do too much, like they're very confined.
I mean, I could imagine like if you had a dragon that mostly could live off of the spiders or whatever, and then they could like travel around the spider pillars.
Yeah, like those ones, there could be some of that. But
and I guess those pillars are closer together as well, aren't they? Whereas with these ones, things are more dispersed. But anyway, like if you had like like how like a lot of the suffixes in English place names are just reduced forms of very common words, like ton from town or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could phonologically reduce these endings or whatever, while you would effectively retain. I don't know if that'd be considered retaining the morphology or not. I guess it would be like fossilized. That's just my thought process.
Okay.
Like, in terms of place names, you can afford in general to like erode a bit more.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. So I think the next step is coming up with some like weird examples. And like we had started talking about some weirder ones that we could have. So like this, which is that a real word?
Which one?
It's a real word. It's not the name for the associated motion. Tonatio is
yeah, that's the word for the sun in Nahuatl.
Right. Okay, that's right. I was like, I feel like it doesn't fit the pattern, but I feel like it was a thing, but I couldn't remember what it meant. Yeah, so like we could add stuff with that, but I do think that like having this as a way to add some sort of like clausal relations is kind of interesting if we do that. Like if we had, you know, things like this where we have two words and then there's a thing on them that implies how they happen in relation to each other. Like I could see that being a thing in like place names. Especially ones that are like, you know, concurrent things or I feel like I had another note for this somewhere, but yeah, like the prior subsequent things, I feel like I would see that less likely in names of places, but things that both happen and then like causey, causer, I could see those as all being relations that would make sense to have in like the names of a place.
I mean, the subsequent one, if, you know, a place is named after some, you know, sequence of events that happened there, like this is the place where the two people fought and then one of them, I don't know, built a house or something, then, you know, if the events are happening one after the other, then I could see the subsequent thing being involved.
It's also like a very like if you have concurrent and subsequent, you have like two ways of referencing kind of temporal relations between verbs as well. So it might be that like if you have two verbs in a I don't know what the right word for the unit is. Sentence? Maybe? I feel like none of these words actually mean anything, but they all mean something, and I'm going to get it wrong. So,
Andrews would refer to it as a VNC, but I've never heard anyone else use that notation before. A verbal nuclear complex.
But yeah, like you have like quite a lot of these different sort of relational things. Although I think they're sometimes considered converbs in Korean. I think they're usually considered converbs. But this is, I guess, one of these places where analysis can like I can imagine a system where you have like a whole bunch of spatial things, and then for whatever reason the concurrent and subsequent are like occupying the same slot or whatever is happening.
Yeah. I mean, my understanding with like ones that have these different types is sometimes they're merged and sometimes they're not, and sometimes which they are and what they mean is based off like other context things. Yeah.
So I just checked because I couldn't remember what the situation regarding the causative thing and how causativity interacts with directionality. So in Manchu, you've got the causative suffix, which means that the subject causes someone else to do the thing. If the associative motion suffix comes before the causative suffix, then that means that both the verb and the motion associated with the verb were caused to happen. Whereas if you put the causative before the associative motion marker, that means that only the action of the verb is caused, but not the motion. Which is, I don't immediately, I can't immediately think of all the ramifications of that, but that's kind of interesting.
Okay. Motion, cause, action, and movement. Motion. So,
the example sentence they give is ridiculously long. It says, I'm not even going to try and read that in Manchu, but it says, in the 5th day of the 4th month of the 53rd year, Ayuki Khan of the Turgut nation set his subordinate Taiji Wei Jiang and others in delegation. Until we arrived, they waited on us in Saratov. And it goes on for a bit. Like, that's an extremely unhelpful example.
Okay. Okay. So for this one where cause comes before the motion, only the action of the verb is caused. Does that mean the action of this verb is caused? And for this one, both of these are caused? Or both of these are caused? Or this is caused?
I don't know.
This might be a bad...
But so a causative, like... What is the English that we're trying to make happen here?
Make.
This one?
Yeah, the water falling makes the flower grow.
Okay. So falling water would be like water go down.
Oh yeah. Forgot the down part.
And then I'm not sure if a causative would actually be necessary there, because a causative would be like the water causes something to go down. Unless I'm thinking about this in the wrong way, because we've got two different verb clauses. But I think it could be just implied, like if you just say water go down and then put like the that's not what I wanted to do.
The subsequent.
Yeah, because I feel like there's a specific term for this in linguistics, but it's the
valency increasing operation.
No, it's the post hoc ergo propter hoc thing of like the association between subsequentiality and causation, like, oh, this thing happened before B, therefore A must have caused B, you know? So like a lot of the times
temporal relation.
Yeah, I think there's a snappier, like more specific term for it than that, but like a lot of the time I always get them mixed up. But I think anteriors can often overlap with causatives because it's like in English, the word following or something along those lines, like God, I'm trying to think of an example. But there are situations where like following or afterwards or something like that can be used to mean because of.
Oh, interesting. You know I mean?
So in this case, all you would really have to say, or theoretically, you could get away with just saying water goes down and then flowers go up. And it could be kind of implied that it was because the water goes down.
Yeah. Because the example in this text thing, which is where is it? AM and causative. It says, in the case of causative constructions, the motion argument can, at least in some languages, be either the causee or the causer. In languages such as Japug. Yeah, with highly templatic morphology, the semantic scope of the causative is ambiguous. It can either only apply to the action expressed by the verb root or apply to the motion. And then it gives examples, but I feel like they're too long. I'm trying to see how they build it.
The paper I'm looking at on Manchu also has a Japug example of the same thing.
Yeah, this is Manchu and Japug. Are we looking at the same paper?
Are you looking at associated motion in Manchu in typological perspective?
Let's see. Which one was I in? Was I in this one? No. Was I in this one? Yes.
Lovely.
I totally know what I'm doing. Yeah. Okay. Okay, great. Well, hello, Nemo. Is anterior the same as perfect?
They kind of overlap. So anterior is just it happened beforehand, whereas posterior is it happened afterwards. Okay. I always get mixed up which is which for some reason, even though the names should make it abundantly clear.
So that covers the like temporal relations. Okay. I think I am on a page. Okay. So I think we need some examples of names and like that could have like these can be completely in English, but that would have verbs in them. Because I feel like that would help to think about it, at least for.
Can we give some examples of places that we're trying to come up with names for?
Like specifics or general?
They don't have to be like really specific places on your map or whatever, but like general sort of things you think they would want to name.
Okay, I mean pillars, settlements, I don't know if this town area. Yeah.
But I mean, usually there's going to be some kind of like let's say that like you have cycads. Bib say it, and Bib can be right. Cycads.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like we're like settlement where there are many cycads is like a cycad grow.
Yeah, we need a way to like maybe, and that's where like I feel like it'd be cool to have like some sort of aspect with it too, but I don't know if that would like how that would work, like what kind of way we'd have to mark that. But yeah, something like that.
I mean, perf would imply that they're done growing, and if you did like
habitual,
it'd be like they are growing up. Like
yeah,
you would get different but you could also be like, well, it's a cycad chopped down. Like I feel like it's a bit of a cop out doing it in English. This looks just like phrasal verbs to me, but they're kind of all like the sense of the phrasal verb I feel is not that different to the sense of a verb directional combo.
Just quick question. So just to confirm, like this is, I know we have the whole backstory of the pillars and the fog and everything, and how this is essentially an alternate timeline of Earth, right?
Sure, but like a different Earth.
Yeah, different Earth, but the sun still rises in the east and sets in the west, right?
Yeah. It's like, yes.
So then, just off the top of my head, terms for like east and west could be something to do with like sun. See, if you have like associative motion baked into the verb, then you don't even really need a single verb that means to go. You could just have a single word that means like to move or something, but ignoring that for the time being. So west could be like sun, go. Like the sun goes in that general direction, whereas this one would be the sun comes, toward us from that direction, something like that. And then that could.
There must be Australian languages which have associated absolute reference.
I feel like I have come across that.
Yeah,
but I can't think where.
And I'm not recommending it. I was just thinking, like,
which is the Australia one?
I looked it up. Banda Randa. Like all of those stops are written as unvoiced, but they are all pronounced voiced. And I also didn't realize that Bandwa is the Miranda word for Alice Springs.
I do like this.
But you may not need a word for come.
Well, it would just be like go.
It
but
can be like go or move or
move. Something just generally means that motion is happening.
Motate.
Motation.
I don't think that's the word, but
movitate.
Move.
Yeah. we could have something where like north. Well, I guess if we did do the like come and go thing, we could have something where like. No, I don't know if that would make sense. I was gonna say like, because this is in the northern hemisphere, we could have something where like certain dragons like migrate from this direction, like they come from this direction and go back. But I feel like that would be overly complicated.
I mean, if they just have like a general, like, cultural belief or like idiom, I don't know what the general term for it would be, but if they just sort of is the general wisdom is that dragons come from the north, then yeah, it could just be the direction that dragons come from. In Latin, the word for south is meridies, which is where we get the word meridian, but it's also transparently just the word middle next to the word day, because it's in the northern hemisphere, the sun is in the south at midday, so south is just like the sun direction during noon, the midday direction.
That makes sense. Yeah. Trying to think of Nemo. I'm trying to think of like what would make sense for the South if we did that sort of thing, because that's like the equatorial side, but I feel like it wouldn't quite be accurate to say that that's where like storms come from, because they're not coming from the south per se. They'd be coming from like the east south-ish.
If we had a directional for like along or passing,
then
it could be, the sun passes along this way. It's not in the north. It's if the sun is always going to be in the south from the perspective of the northern hemisphere.
That could make sense. Other than like north would be weird.
It's fine to have one weird one.
Okay.
Or you could do like, I don't know, the sun doesn't pass this way. I don't know. If we had a more specific directional, maybe that could work.
Yeah. Call the South anti-North. That's funny.
This might be like a bit much now, but like, do you have an idea of what they understand the sun to be?
No.
Okay.
No. I have like a vague idea at this point of what story I'd put here, and a vague idea of like more the socio-political arrangement, but not really much culturally, in terms of like spiritual or mythological beliefs or anything like that. But again, we could make something up, and if it sounds cool, I'll make it work. You know what I mean? Like, and that's true. There could be a special star for that direction.
Also, it occurs to me that the word Arctic comes from Arctos, which means bear, because they were like, that's where the bears are, which is kind of similar to the thing that we've got with the dragons.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Okay. So that's like directions. Or at least a starting idea for that, which like does bring in like having the passing path based directionality marker would make sense. Which we can like.
Do we have a word already for to go and to come in the proto-lang?
We have, okay, is at some point we came up with a small set of verbs. Was that this language? I was scrolling around for it earlier.
In Asdasiria was
Was it as Desidia or was it?
Desidia is the one where we worked out the sort of final verb thingy. Like, for example, you have a verb for to bring, which contains some associated motion, at least if I'm understanding it to be the same as what bring means in English.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Because if you, in languages with heavy associative motion, it's completely standard for there to not be a single verb that means to bring. There'll just be one verb that means like to carry, and then you just put the directional that means, towards, to carry towards something is to bring.
Yeah. So we probably have basics for some of these verbs from the Rhoda or wherever those came from. I'm trying to see if we have.
We have a list of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we do have a proto word for to go, which is a pretty likely candidate for where our directional for away from could come from.
Yeah. Let me see if we have. I'm going to paste these here in our basic verb section. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So just like that. Yeah, because that would definitely make sense as a pretty basic one.
Mm-hmm. Like, as far as I'm aware, to go and to come are like the two, for obvious reasons, the two most common sources for motion towards and away from. So
yeah. Okay, proto word for to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So we have that noted. Okay. So
I cannot immediately find a word for to come in the proto language when I search through the document.
Probably doesn't
come. Like, would that not just be go towards?
Well, this is the source of where we're getting that towards from.
Oh, I see.
But we can just, if there isn't already a verb for that, we can just make one up.
Well, if bring could, bring implies some of that.
True.
In terms of if we're going with use the stuff we have, but I think it would then mean that things are potentially like unbalanced.
We could also have go come from leave and then have the actual word go for like go. Because we wouldn't want to say like.
Oh, but that's leave
go.
out of. Wait, that's maybe not as clear as it could be, and I don't know. That's not a against any individual. It's just that leave out of could be the same whether it means to walk out of a room or to remain on the outside of something. Let me see what Clicks does with that. Clicks is like a collexification database.
Okay.
They do have a single concept for leave.
Yeah.
Now, George, you're saying Clicks is the best, but would you rate it a 4 on Maddie's scale of how excited you are about it? Is Clicks the best thing this month?
It could be. I don't know.
Okay, where are we at?
Well, we've got a word that means to go, but we do not have a word that means to come. And if we want to do one that means to pass along, we would need another verb for that, which I cannot immediately find a verb that means to pass or something similar.
What about, we have a verb for arrival. Could that mean to come? Or could that be the origin?
Is it a verb or is it a noun?
It's
under the basic verb list, but it says arrival, which is a noun, so...
It was used for arrival of the fog or bringer of the fog. Which actually, if it's used for like the word bringer, then like come makes a lot of sense. But bringer is more of a noun.
It's also different to the word you have already for bring, isn't it?
Do we have a word for? Oh, we do have a word for bring. Yeah. The first to bringing. I don't know. You know what?
What?
We had, where do we actually have it? We had a concept of a cultural idea where they go through the fog to the old world through like the great yeeting. Yeeting could be a good origin for go. Anyway. Do we want that to be a noun or a verb? We have it under verb.
I also think that.
Oh no, it is bring. Sorry, bring is separate. It's I guess it would be like if it's a verb, arriving, death bringer. Then wouldn't be a verb though, because bringer.
Oh no, fog is death bringer, and paho is just meaning arrive.
Oh, that's right. So it's not really a verb, although we could, yeah, it's not really a verb.
It's fine for arrival to not be a verb. Okay. It's just that we need to make sure that we don't. I mean, even if you mix it up, I think that's fine. It's just like noun.
Basic nuns.
So would bring be a verb?
Yeah, bring is a verb.
Okay. Great.
Oh, you have an excellent verb in your book, which I took note of, which was there's a line where it says he which I thought,
oh yeah,
like that's very interesting use of the English language, and I appreciated it.
Oh yeah, thank you. Okay.
So we want to, like, ideally, again, these directionals, the actual form of the affix will be relatively short and simple.
Mm. I think we just need to make a new word for come. Where's our great clicky link?
I'm thinking of making a new version that limits the number of
Rotex?
Of liquids, yeah.
Yeah, I would be in favor of that.
Live your life.
So there would basically be one liquid allowed per root.
Okay. But using the one we do have for now.
Brace.
Okay. That's doable.
I'm copying pieces of them.
Yeah, all right.
It's one vowel away from lie.
That's a fun one. You said you wanted short.
Mm-hmm. I'm liking these so far. There's not a rotic in sight. Oh. You were doing so well.
I mean, I had to. Okay. Okay, there are options. What speaks to you?
I want to know what they come out as.
Okay, let's
Which I guess I don't know why I'm saying that, because I'm one of the 3 people who can put them into the thing.
Here we go.
Oh, is a great word.
I got it.
I feel like I would be slightly biased towards. I mean, it means that you can guarantee that you get a more frequent Veelarized? Veelarized up?
Yeah. Although that does beg the question of when this happens relative to Grassman's law.
Grassman's?
Or Grossman's. Whichever one it is.
I'm fine with you calling him either one. It's just and he's German.
Grossman.
Grossman. Clearly, the neutral option is to go with a very offensive German accent. And what was to go again?
It's sappy. Right.
So I feel like
we may want to squish. It comes out as seep.
Oh, yes. That's why.
Why is this being...
I was going to ask why the P doesn't disappear, but that... Because it's aspirated, yeah.
This is being annoying. Ah! I don't want screen reader support. I want functional mouse support. I can't make them not bold.
Like that?
Yes, thank you. My mouse is not working for some reason properly. I don't know what's not working, but something's not working. Okay, so there's to go. Come on, click. Click. Ah! I can't tell if it's like my Google Sheet is malfunctioning or what is malfunctioning. Something's being annoying. There we go.
Oh, the L vocalization rule. I can fix him.
I think it's I don't know what it is. Okay, cool.
What's happened with the L vocalization?
The problem
it
is
didn't work.
It hadn't happened.
Yeah.
So it's actually Eve, which I think is actually worse, but it's fine. It's what it's supposed to be. Eve.
Ube.
Okay. Ube. How would you pronounce GYR?
Gear.
A W.
Yeah, the L should turn into a W in that instance.
It's actually the because of the glide fortition, it becomes Eve.
Oh. Oh, right. Eve.
Yeah. Eve.
Wow.
I mean, did we choose to not have the vowels become the front? Did we have the front rounded?
The front rounded. In which context?
Yeah, in general, we never get to a point where if you have a front vowel followed by these W's, that it fronts it, which would mean that you don't get Eve. But I feel like that's a sound change from one form, which I know people. It's not in general the best practice, but
and again, depending on when and how these things actually get stuck on, that'll affect the form, especially the vowel. Because like you can't have E in an unstressed syllable.
Yeah, well, I mean, where exactly would these go? I guess it would depend on what all is happening, you know?
Well, I could see it happening before or after the verb. I could see both of those working. And then depending on whether you're not wanted to do the Manchu causative thing, then it could change position relative to the causative. But I don't know if you had any more specific ideas on that.
Not necessarily. I mean, right now, based off what we talked about, I would lean towards not doing the causative, but like if we came up with a good example that used it, I would be good with that.
I mean, causatives in general are just
Mhm.
extremely useful.
Yeah.
I'll just go ahead and say that right now. Like
Then let's do it.
I would very strongly like to like they are endlessly useful when it comes to deriving things. Like you can just it's extremely common for languages to not have a word that means to kill. All you need to do is just take die and put a causative on it. You know, you cause someone to die, that is, you kill them. Or in Ainu, there is no word for to give. Instead, you just have the verb to have, and you put the causative on it. So you cause someone to have something as you give it to them. So I am all for causatives in general. Causatives are great.
Okay. Then let's just have them eat it, even if we're not sure we're going to be able to use them in the names. Let's just do it. Because maybe we will.
I mean, if you want to name a place, you know, the place where someone was killed, then you're going to need a causative for that.
We could have a place that's just called, like, misery with a causative.
It causes misery.
Well, we make misery Basil. Basil. And we make the causative done. And then it's perfect.
Okay. I'm very pro causative right now.
But are you pro Babel then? Is the question everyone this side of Essex is asking.
I feel like it doesn't vibe very well.
Inaccurate.
Oh, I bet you. The yes was to the first thing you said, Michelle, not the second one. Although I will say, where I come from, let's just say there was a reason our schools got nicknamed Heroin High, because everyone was just like, well, we've got nothing better to do. That was before my time, though. It's okay. I'm not a hard drug user. Anyway. Okay.
Despite what your book would have you think.
I mean, I feel like my book would make you think I'm anti-drug.
I know, they seem very cool.
I mean, magical drugs should be cool.
The magical drugs are cool.
Yeah.
You're going to get banned from schools, and then you can make that part of your selling point. And you can talk more about how you've been cancelled.
That's fair. Well, in school, we had this whole, like, I guess because they were trying to fight the whole, like, heroin high reputation. We had to do this whole, like, watch this whole video specifically about, like, the negatives of doing drugs, but it was specifically for the exact area that we lived in. And it had, like, B-roll and stuff of the town of, like, relevant things. And, like, my house was in this, like, don't do heroin video. And I was just like, wow, thanks, guys. Love to see it.
We do love to see it.
No spoilers, Nemo. It's fine. It's fine.
Ahead of Nemo. Wow.
My copy still hasn't arrived, which is
it's like the physical ones are really, like, I don't know. It's very strange how it is working with Ingram, I've noticed, because, like, Chapters in Canada is also, like, hasn't shipped at all. I think it sort of is looking like the book is out now in Chapters, but it's not actually shipping, but, like, some people got them immediately. So I really don't know why they're being annoying. That's so cool, Nemo. But yeah, I don't know. It'll happen eventually. In theory. Wait, we haven't picked which one is for come yet, right?
No.
I did make a strong bid.
For which one?
Q.
The third one down?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. Other than the question of whether or not it's affected by
Grassman's law.
Grassman's law.
Mm-hmm.
Grassman.
Graceman. Other than that, I like it.
Okay. I mean,
when does Grassman's law actually happen in relative to everything else? It's pretty early, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we could just say that it sticks on after it happens, and so we don't need to worry about whether or not it aspirates.
Mm.
But we can program the glomming in if we really want.
To come.
It's also I think one distinction I have seen is between like there are some phonological rules that happen with derivational suffixes, but not I've forgotten the word that they use for the other ones, like the tense aspect, mood, and
inflection.
Yeah, inflection. Yeah. And so it would depend on, like, you could have it that I think it would be interesting if it was affected by Grassman's law, to be honest. But
okay.
It would save us. Like, I remember when to be fair, we didn't actually change anything, did we? There was one of those words that seemed to have like an infinite string of velars. Because one was I think one was a plain velar stop in between two velarized stops. It was just like yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, I would be okay with saying that it applies. It just means that, especially if, as we have it right now, I think it's a regressive thing. It's, if there is an aspirated, if you have aspirated consonants in two consecutive syllables, then the first one deaspirates. So in this case, if we have the directional coming immediately after the verb stem, the verb stem contains an aspirate, then that means that if you use this directional, then the consonant in the stem deaspirates, which is fine. It's just something that you kind of have to get used to.
Yeah.
Or we sidestep the whole situation if we just say that it comes before the verb stem, because then it'll affect potentially some other affixes, but not the verb root itself.
Well, I think let's learn from my mistakes and do less things that will affect the verb stem. So
Okay.
before.
Very well. We do also need to talk about verb stems at some point with the mutations, but that'll be for another time.
That's fair. Can someone move the word directional in front of verb? I can't type it all right now.
If I can find, there we go. So, don't we have a verb template written up somewhere down here? Yeah, if we go a little bit further down to where it says, so yeah, and we've actually got it before the verb there. So
whoa, look at us go. Okay, cool.
Look at us go.
Although we do have stuff after the verb, but
that's fine. That's some stuff is bound to come after the verb. That's no problem.
You say that, and yet I shake in fear.
Tense.
Okay. So.
In fact, that should probably.
So, is this where we're putting the causative?
Or
did we want the causative with the directional?
I would consider it distinct from the directionals.
Not necessarily whether we group it as a directional, but I couldn't. Were we thinking that we wanted valency with the directional or not?
When you say with the directional,
I mean, like side by side, cheek to cheek.
I lean towards having it be next to it, but I'm.
But is that just because of the examples you've seen having them next to each other?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with having it here. I did think that you might want them to be next to each other because of the examples.
Oh, I can type now. Causatives? Or should they be before?
I mean, the causative, I will say, is generally speaking, it's likely to occur right next to the verb root because it's like a derivational thing of you're taking the meaning of the verb and like modifying it to like a new compound sort of thing.
What if we put it on the other side of the classifier if we have it? Because that could make sense. And then it's next to the verb. Maybe.
Yeah, I think that is doable.
Okay.
Should we think of an example?
Yes.
I always end up using dance for my examples when I do these grammar things. I think because it's one that's easy to talk about people doing and being made to do things without things seemingly turning super violent super quickly. Because otherwise you get into like, he stabbed the dog with a knife. Like,
I mean, my first response is like dragons eating people, but you know.
It would be on theme.
Or eating sausages or sausages dying. I don't know.
So yeah, you could have, if we take the verb that means to eat, and then if you causativize that, then that means
feed.
To feed. Yeah. And then you can add a classifier for the thing that is being fed, I guess.
We know that we feed the alpacas ferns.
Yes.
So we could just say that there is a classifier for large animals. So large animal cause eat, and that means to feed a large animal. And if you wanted to specify, you could just take the word for alpaca and just incorporate that.
Well, that's not what it is here. Have we done that one yet?
I thought meplor was the protophone.
It is.
Okay, we can shove that in the thing.
I feel like we did it though. Like, I feel like it was one of our examples. Oh, you got it. Okay, you're on it.
Mepulgard. Oh, I guess Mepulgard.
Oh, sorry, I was just ideating on that. So you see how we can just sort of build stuff up.
Yeah.
And then you could have a place which is the place where you went to feed the alpacas.
And there should probably be some person marking on that. There you go. How's that for a place name? The place where one goes to feed the alpacas.
My favorite place. 3 singular, while alpaca, large animal, cozy, plural. I don't know how much of those things we actually have.
Not many of them, but if we assume that the third singular is just 0 marked.
Do you have an idea for what we would do with the third person pronoun that already exists?
Not much.
Okay.
Like, I don't think it would be necessary to...
Especially as a marking rather than as a... Yeah.
I mean, it could still be retained and used for emphatic, etc.
Can you put... Like, if you had an indirect object... I would be interested to see sort of what can and can't be put on the verb.
Yeah, it's we'll probably have to come back to that when we get to actually making the classifiers, because like the classifiers could just be sort of general purpose in terms of whether they refer to like the direct object or the instrument or the location or what have you, or there could be different forms of the classifiers depending on the exact function that they fill, which is what I did in Alothwe, although I don't think I did it particularly well in retrospect. Or there could be some kind of applicatives or something that would help to specify. But that's a whole separate conversation that we'll get to later.
Yeah.
We don't have a word for to eat yet.
Oh.
We can pick one. I'm surprised we don't have one for to eat. Okay. But we have a bunch of other options we pulled. One of them can be to eat. Can I type right now? I cannot type right now.
Is it your keyboard? Or is it Google Docs?
Manda.
Commenting how people comment on our stream. Fair. I like the
I think
this one.
I will say, David, I think you underestimate how hard it is for a lot of people to come up with stuff that is not a reference when you try and ask them to think of a word for something.
I think I am unusually averse to sklues. Like, somewhat recently, I was trying to come up with a word for, I think it was knife, and the form came out as dal, and I was like, no, we can't do that, because number one, it sounds too similar to Mandarin da, and also it sounds kind of like the word dull, which is something that you might describe a knife as being. Therefore, it's too similar to English, therefore I'm not going to use it. So...
This is where it helps me that I know nothing in any languages. barely even in English. So I'm just like, I don't know. Ignorance is bliss.
I'm trying to think if there's any that have like really surprised me. I don't know. I think like the languages that we make on Let's Have a Brew tend to have relatively weird phonologies which don't lend themselves to surprising assimilation. Like, yeah, anyway.
Maddie has made a choice.
Yes.
Jord.
Finally let me do it.
You really like the palatal consonants, I have noticed.
Sure.
Which is a shame because we killed them all.
It's fine. It's fine. Maybe we won't in other languages.
Yor comes out.
No, they survive for sure in Australia, and we get loads of palatals.
So your in stress syllables would come out as gear.
Which I like.
Whereas in unstressed syllables, it would unround. So ger, I think.
Okay.
And yeah, I like both of those. It's a good word for to eat.
And in Australia, it's jora. So all we need is a prefix that means like to do a lot of something, and then to eat a lot would be manjora.
Okay. It vibes.
Well, that is the Italian word for to eat. So
it vibes, yeah.
Well, mangiare, but
in one of the dialetti, it must come close enough.
So then, if we have our word for to eat, and if my IPA keyboard actually behaves,
please be nice to Bib IPA keyboard.
So far, it is stubbornly refusing. How do you do? There we go. So we need. We've got our verbal plural. We do not yet have a suffix for coining places. That seems like something relatively quick and easy that we could decide on.
Okay.
And I would... The thing that I would be cautious of is that, again, it should be relatively short and simple and something that you don't mind seeing a lot. Because if it's just the standard way of naming places, if it's like a heavy ending, then it might get a bit monotonous and repetitive. You know, you don't want every single place name to end in like, ton or something.
Imagine if every single place named ended in ton, Bib.
Yeah. As we all know, that would be
what a horrible place
impossible.
To live. Evil.
So I might even go so far as to say just like a single vowel.
A single vowel.
Well, I'd pick a form and we can reduce it to a single vowel.
If need be.
Well, you're just gonna make "oo" mean I don't know. This is a place where you can like go quite metaphorical. I decided to leave all the consonants in that time.
What would allow us to have? Because this would end up being if It would always end up being at the end, probably, because we wouldn't have anything after it.
Yeah, this is basically, you have your whole verbal complex describing the place, and then you just put the word for place afterwards. So it's like the you go there to feed alpacas place.
Okay. So it could be any of our non-initial unstressed syllables because we have the penultimate stress, so it would never be stressed.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at me.
There you go.
I know. Okay. What's this thingy again?
Eh.
I like that one.
Oh boy.
How do we make it happen?
You'd need a palatal and
Yes. It would have to be like proto yo, I think. Like J-O.
Okay.
like jus d'orange. Oui, oui, c'est bien. Délicieux.
J-O.
I think. I actually don't know what happens to the y in that. When does glide fortition happen again? What environments? It's coda and what else?
Michelle thinks it's very chartreusey, Jake.
My French or the language? Oh, yes, but Jake, it's very chartreusey. Is the most chartreuse vowel? Quite maybe, possibly.
Although David voted for L.
Mm-hmm. Like Basel. The place that has a lot of bars from all of the sheep that were there to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And can I think of any other places that end in Liverpool? The place with a lot of live-ups.
Mm.
So are we going with yo then? For the place?
The yo doesn't always end up as final but I'm trying to figure out why.
I mean that
it comes out as loads of different vowels.
Oh.
Like usually E, because
yeah, do we actually have I in unstressed syllables? Because
no, we have unstressed non-initial vowel unrounding.
yeah, so we can't have I at the end of a word.
Oh.
It would always come out as A.
The document has lied to me.
Yeah. It retained a relic of our past that we must now retract.
Trying to find.
Thank you.
I've now lost where we have it. What are my options? Where's the
unstressed, non-initial.
What about a schwa?
That
the
is
of the week.
Yeah, that would be almost too weak. Like maybe something a little bit more substantial than that.
I don't know if Viv will agree with me. To my mind, a vowel by itself is sort of not enough. So maybe if you pick a vowel consonant, like David said, I'm not saying it has to be L, but something of that the
Like-
general vibe.
Mm.
a consonant
it-
vowel or a vowel consonant. I
Yeah.
think.
And it still can't have this friend in it.
Nope. No can do.
Like, let me zoom. Okay, so yeah, we've lost these in non-initial and stress syllables.
Yeah.
So it will have to be one of these 4.
Okay. What if we made it that?
Does the class survive?
It does in at least in Harartus it does, but we have plans to destroy it later.
Okay.
So should I pick something else or is that fine?
David's probably not going to love it, but we can.
I mean, if you want to get
hold your peace, David.
If you want to piss off David, then which is never the wrong choice.
They're literally using it right now. We could be twins.
Ah,
You were wrong, Jake.
I was wrong. And
Man.
I think this is like available knowledge. But now I'm worried that if it's not available, that I'm breaking things. Oh no. I'm just not going to say anything, but I want David to know that I'm thinking of a thing, and I don't know if it is that one. It probably isn't, but it could be. I'll message you, David. I need to know. Anyway, please carry on.
And also that same form is the causative suffix in Allothwy.
Yeah.
So it all ties together. Okay. Well, if we go with that, then
Can I delete it from here now? Or
yeah. If we
Okay, it's not.
Interesting. Okay, and then the only other thing we need to complete this hypothetical place name is the causative and a classifier for large animals, which we can work out the exact details of how and when that's used at a later point. But for right now,
I do have an idea for it, if I'm being honest.
Oh.
Ooh, what is it?
Well, I know that you were saying basically like you have more of an idea of what's coming through the portal, right?
Mm-hmm.
But and I know that you don't like deciding on things that aren't immediately plot relevant, but if you had an idea for a large animal from the olden times that didn't make it through, that could just become the word for a large animal.
Oh.
That's bleached because they no longer exist there.
Okay. So I mean, we can come up with a name for very few animals come across. So if we were thinking like on Earth, large animals, large animals that would be native to a like semi-equatorial, subtropical maybe island like
Papua? Oh, you know the best
Papua?
word with the funnest sounds? The jaguar.
That's true. That's true. That's true. We could go with that. That would fit.
I like the jaguar.
Is this a specific thing that I'm just not aware of, or is
there
this
is a regional
the alternation
pronunciation of jaguar
as jaguar? Yeah,
it's jaguar. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have heard it in many a place. I'm not sure which places, but
I don't know.
Okay.
It used to annoy me, but now it's endearing.
It cracks me up.
It's not the normal pronunciation, David.
it's like the first time I heard an American say iguana, and it just sounded so wrong to me.
Iguana?
Yeah. Because
How do you say iguana?
Yeah, but I, as a 6-year-old, would say iguana.
I love that.
It was very clearly 4 syllables.
Oh.
I'm fine with people who say jaguar. I say jaguar. I'm not saying jaguar.
I would say jaguar.
Jaguar, I think, is standard.
Jaguar.
British.
It's such a delightful little word. I don't know. It sounds so weird to me though. Jaguar. I don't know. It's fine.
I think it's the fact that it sounds so close to how you end up saying vampire.
Yeah. Okay. So, what do we actually want it to be, though?
I don't know. Car.
I feel like this wouldn't be good. The first thing that popped up when I looked was that.
Oiho.
Yeah. That it could shorten up a little bit, like that H could just drop out, and then you just have oyo, which could just become eh.
That would. It looks like that is what happens when I put it into Lexergy, at least the current version I have. Which it could just like.
If it gets stuck onto the front early enough, then it would just become just like, and it depends on how much we want to reduce these, but theoretically that could just get reduced down to just a single vowel again.
Do we want it to be a single vowel?
Again, it's probably best if the classifiers themselves are quite short and like monosyllabic.
But like, how many classifiers are we going to have? We only have a few vowels.
That is a topic that we will have to discuss at another point. But I think we'll have at least like a dozen. So
okay.
At least. I mean,
at least.
How close is it to me? I have my grammar of Bora at the ready.
I don't think we're going to go that crazy.
They're so fun, though. They're so fun.
Oh my gosh.
Like, who doesn't need a classifier for the large, bulging eyes of animals or people? Achuro.
Interesting.
No, Bora, I think, is famous for having the most, if not one of the highest.
And then if we go with that for the time being as the word for the word that is giving us the large animal classifier, then we just need...
in Assyria, it would become Uyo, which I think is nice.
I think that would...
Akak sounds like a play on Akak, which I think is funny, but maybe not the vibe of the Jaguar that I would have gone for myself. But I feel like that's a really old meme now. Anyway.
I don't even know what that is.
It was some sort of... There was a there was some sort of cipher that was on a video game that would make lol come out as kek or something. And so kek then became the word for like something funny or something. I learned about this while I was in an all-boys school, which taught me a lot of things that I don't need to know. It's from WoW. Lovely.
Well, if we stick with oiho for the animal classifier, then the only piece we need left is a causative, which should be relatively easy to settle on.
Okay.
What about bring?
I mean, bring is I could see that. Like,
Although you can, no, it's not. You can. That's not how the saying goes. It's like you can bring a horse to water, and have it mean make it drink.
Bring is bring is ditransitive, right? Kind of.
It's transitive. It can be used ditrans. It can be used ditransitively. It's not as ditransitive as like give. Like you can say I brought the bat and it's a complete verbal thing.
Yeah.
Weird proposal though. What if we had it come from the word to carve?
Now, what exactly is the idea behind this?
I don't know. Like when you carve things, you make it. I don't know. Like you're carving it into existence. I don't know.
I mean, if you want to say like, I make someone do something.
Yeah. I make him dance.
I carve him to dance. Like,
I don't know.
So usually causatives come from either, the verb that means to cause or to make.
Oh, it can just straight come. Okay. I thought we were trying to be a little like, okay, got you. We'll go with that.
I mean, we can be more creative if you want to. But
you can get creative, but it's sort of the line between creativity and being kind of close to what is attested.
Okay. So what if we go with this one? It
does have a rhotic in it. That makes me like it less.
You don't like me when I'm rhotic.
Or we could go with this one.
Yeah.
It is I'm interested how it will pop out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially if it's a prefix. Which I think it is in the template as we have it at the moment.
What did I start now?
How did I just lose it? I had it a second ago.
Come on.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the Google Doc is just not working for me today.
How do you remove formatting again? Clear formatting. There we go. Got it. Okay. So this is the tricky part. So altogether, in the Proholang, if you wanted to say the place where one goes to feed alpacas, that would be Sapi Mephlord Oicho ut Gioroga.
Okay.
Lovely.
And then if we put it through the...
Yeah, if I don't actually have Lexigy open, if someone wants to take that and stick it in.
Okay. But like, it wouldn't necessarily be like only parts. Okay. This is somewhere where I don't fully understand the whole sound changing process. But like, for the most part, unless it's like a common thing, they would be constructing these in the modern time for where the language is out. Like, not everything would have been like pre-formed as like a word that they would have like treated as one word, right?
So again, it kind of depends on when we say some of these things happened, because theoretically, like the classifiers could have come about pretty soon after the split from the seedlang, and they could just be just really old by this point and just have been eroded down to just very small, simple little affixes.
Mm-hmm.
Or they could have come about more recently, and therefore some of the sound changes wouldn't have affected them. So we're going to have to kind of finesse that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the double schwa next to each other is interesting.
Oh.
I'm sure that. Do you know? I'll find it. Oh, there's one in Günther. Did you know that Günther was Hermann Günther Grassmann's middle name?
I did not.
Oh no, I need one of these again. Oh yeah, these are all going to end in QG. I hope you love that, Maddie.
I thought it was GQ.
Oh, it may be GQ.
I think we were going with GQ, which...
Okay. It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. I'm here for it.
So
maybe we'll change it in the granddaughters.
So Sepchime Polgurdehud Gyrek. Something like that.
Mm.
And that means the place where you go to feed the alpacas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So is that a decent proof of concept?
I mean, I hope I never name anything something this long in the book, but...
You have enough lines. You can dedicate one to each place name.
I mean, you could, if you wanted to be less specific about it, you could take out the word for alpaca, and then it would only be Sepchiadgureg, which would be the place where you go to feed large animals.
Mm-hmm.
So the classifiers would be a way of like packing in more information with the smaller syllable count.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think that works. Yeah. Yeah. And again, like I probably like I feel like for like naming places in general, like I feel like it'll probably be simpler things, you know, so that they like look nice. But we'll, you know, I could also have some really weird places with some really weird names where they're just like, wow, you know, like it could be a funny thing. I don't know.
I do want to shorten up that directional. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
Because having it be sepri as 2 syllables, I just.
I think
like
you
that.
could very easily justify it just being P.
You mean with the se falling off?
This, well, in the sense that like you get a lot of these aspirates that come from losing like sibilants, or not just sibilants, but fricatives that come before them. Or it could just be sap or whatever. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking like se.
Mm-hmm.
Because then we would cut out another syllable,
Mm-hmm.
and that would just be a matter of just whittling them down.
Mm.
We do need to do something about the hiatus.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
Yeah.
And that happens. Or you can just say one of them just drops out. Like that happens at the interface of the causative and the large animal classifier, right? So you can just say that the causative, the vowel and the causative prefix just, if there's another vowel that comes before it, it just drops away.
Mm-hmm. That would be fine.
And so if we do that, and we reduce the directional to, I'm just going to do it as
We're going
se.
with sa?
Sa or se.
I mean, I can throw it through the sound change applier. The P does break up the, like, I feel like having some sort of rules about where consonants go at some stage is going to be useful. Because
where consonants go?
like, for example, if your directional comes from sapi and it goes in front of a vowel initial word, it could retain the P.
Sure.
Versus if it's in front of a consonant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd also consider shortening up oiho to like just pull or something.
Yeah, I am in favor of that.
Mm-hmm.
Which would get us sahadgurag.
That's not too bad. Sahadgurag. No. Sahadgurag.
Sorry, yeah, sahadgurag.
Yeah. That's
Said
only 4
out loud, it vibes very well.
It's only 4 syllables, and it means the place where you go to feed large animals. Like, it's very information dense.
Yeah, so. Yeah. I like it. Very good.
If it was Welsh, how would you spell it then?
If it was Welsh?
Yeah, I'm trying to
Welsh
think.
Have uvulas?
Aside from the uvula G. it would then be what? Sa? Is it hood? Does it have the U? No, it doesn't, does
I
it?
don't think so.
Okay, let's ignore that tangent. I think it looks really cool, but I think that Mongolian place names are really cool, and it's quite a bit of that. I think only because of the umlaut situation, and
Mhm.
also I know very little information about Mongolian, so yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, if it was Mongolian, then all of those vowels would be doubled. But other than that,
Yeah. We did stuff.
yeah,
We did a thing.
we did.
Okay. So
I
next
do want
week,
to know whether we argued enough for David's entertainment or not.
David, we need an entertainment score, 1 through 5.
I don't think we argued at all, did we?
I don't think we argued, but David was saying how much he enjoys when we disagree on something and we have a polite conversation.
Yeah.
That would have been the
Oh.
perfect opportunity for you to say, no, we argued a lot. How dare you? And then we could start an argument.
Yeah. Oh, 4 out of
4 out of
5.
5 for the month. Wow. Excellent.
Okay. So, oh, no, not the whole month. Okay, I see.
Not the whole month.
Okay. Okay.
For this season?
I mean, I feel like I've switched seasons 3 times this week, so that's not saying much.
I do hope you're I was just going to say situation, but I think that sounds far too vague.
Yeah.
The climactic migraine nationalization.
Me too.
The migraine causative-ing.
That would be nice. But okay. There will be no Jake next week? That's next week?
That's next week.
Right.
Okay. So we'll have to figure out what we're doing, babe.
You do have to have an argument in the most British way you can muster, Maddie.
Can I argue Britishly? I mean, I suppose.
I think you've been in training for long enough now.
That's fair. All right, we'll need to find something that we are vehemently opposed on.
İstanbul'a gideceksin.
Teşekkürler. I think
You
I
are
got
going to Istanbul. Thank you.
Completely wrong.
Teşekkürler. Yeah.
Teşekkürler.
Or just sağ ol, but that's quite informal.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, David, for believing in me. It's fair. Okay. Do we have anything weird going on this week?
Let's have a boober build boobering.
Wednesday is my stream with Will. Where Will is interviewing me.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah. It'll be good. I think everything else is normal, right? Lang time, normal Saturday, Sunday streams. There is a Will in the chat.
Normal Thursday stream, and on the weekend there's the Patreon special live stream for the people who are Langtime Studio patrons.
Wait, is it? I'm one of those people, but I somehow never realized that it's happening until it's like over, and then I'm like, oh, missed it.
Well, attend if you attend, and if you don't attend, then your grade will be affected at the end of the semester.
Probably failing. Yeah. It's okay.
Did you do your extra credit, though?
I don't think so.
That's what this is.
I don't know how to get the, I don't know how to be notified.
I actually don't properly understand how extra credit works because I don't think it exists in the UK system.
Really? You just get like extra points if you do like a thing.
But points for what?
Like your grade.
No, that's not how we work here.
Is it not just like total points? So like one assignment might be like 10 points, and so you have 5 10-point assignments and you have quizzes, and maybe you can earn a total of 50 points on that quiz if you get like 50 correct or whatever. Maybe it's doubled, I don't know. And then like all those points add up to like based off the total what your final grade is, and then maybe they curve it because like, you know.
Yeah, it's the whole thing where, like, in theory, it means that you could get more than 100% or whatever.
Mm.
Like, this is the land where, like, when you get a 70% at university, you're supposed to be really pleased.
Mm. I remember having to get used to that. And that was when I got my first essay back at university and I got a 72 and I was really upset.
Mm.
And then you tell them, you're like, why did you only give me 72? They're like, this is an excellent grade. I don't know why you could possibly want more than 72.
Yeah. Someone I knew got an 83 and it was good enough to like win like a national like best essay ever thing.
Mm.
I will say I got a 95 for my dissertation at undergrad.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is wow. The highest grade I ever got at anything in university was an 86. And honestly, I don't know why, because I don't think it was very good in retrospect, but
Oh, I do see it in Discord.
Yeah. I hope everyone enjoyed the extra 10 minutes of chat.
The extra credit of this.
The extra credit of Pillar World.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair, David. Yeah, well, I have to think to look there, but that's okay. Okay, very good. Very good. Okay, cool. We did stuff. We're going to do more stuff. And
we're going to do the classifiers.
Yeah, classifiers. I'm here for. I haven't done classifiers before.
I have many a time. They're one of my favorite things.
It'll be perfect. I'll find something really obscure related to classifiers and that is very unpopular opinions. Like I'll Google the most unpopular classifier opinions. Actually, people in the chat.
You know what, Maddie?
In Discord.
This book is only 529 pages, which is very short if you're a fantasy reader. So you get to read this.
I mean, I see, David. Maybe that can be my unpopular opinion then.
David hates classifiers.
Oh, really?
You could get David on to argue with you against using.
The entire 2-hour stream is just Bib and David arguing about classifiers and me going like, are we doing them? Are we doing them? Are we doing them? Are we doing them? Back and forth the whole time, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Be great.
I mean, I don't think I have the strength to argue with anyone about anything, so I think I would lose pretty quickly.
Lacking charisma, David. Do those eyes bulging lack charisma? That's what you think of now, classifiers? Wow.
It'll be good. It'll be brilliant. It'll be brilliant.
I don't think one has to be better than the other.
Oh,
they can both exist on a spectrum.
Okay, well. The Gen Z stare language? Is the Gen Z stare a thing? Gen Z stare. Oh. Okay.
Classified Smackdown 23.
Oh my gosh. Honestly, I'd watch that. That'd be good. All right. Are we gonna stop now? Are we gonna end this?
I think for
No,
the
let's just keep
safety
going.
of George.
Okay. All right. Well, goodbye, people.